Ted is the supreme being. I am the supreme judge. I have the supreme court of all of original heaven, earth, and entire universe. Court is in session. I'm now doing a judgment. I am the supreme judge. I am the judge. I was never and I am not intercessor to a higher judge. I'm not intercessor to the judge. I am the judge. Child of Messiah was supposed to be and is supposed to be and is the one living God, the only God, the one and only and complete God, the one and only and complete the Creator, the one and only and complete the Lord of all things, the one and only and complete the King of all things, including the King of heaven and earth, and the one and only and complete the Judge, the Supreme Judge, the Supreme Being. From spiritual God to human God. You can't be alive in two places at the same time. To leave heavenly sanctuary or to leave heaven, God had to drop himself. Did it with an enormously powerful phaser to his brain. Boom! That's how he did it. Some say, well, God would never commit suicide. He had to drop himself somehow. God dropped himself to legally do this coming to earth. A human who was Ted, born on earth. Okay, he is here. From a female insisting she was a complete virgin, and was even mentally committed because she kept insisting she was a complete virgin. And Ted's family thought it was, funny to, really funny, some of them, that she was insisting she was a complete virgin. Very Jewish, from line of Adam, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, David, Solomon. This line, this branch where Jesus was very close to this branch, and many artist rendition statues and things look similar to Ted in look, because Ted is has strong genetics of the line of David and Solomon. Jesus either had a huge identity crisis or Jesus was terribly false. And we'll talk about this later. This is an official judgment. This is judgment. We are in judgment on earth. I made many demands for land, real estate, property, entire countries and nations, to be the king of them, to have them my loyal subjects and subjects. And I did not gain anything. Therefore, I'm hitting all who are not living on, who are not loyal subjects to subjects and living on what Ted physically actually rules, the kingdom of Ted land on, around, and in earth. I'm hitting you 30% judgment. Then, before this, above this, I made demands for religion, all churches, and all things religion, and all things in religion. I'm hitting you 30% for this. Then I'm hitting you 30% for not being loyal subjects and subjects living on the kingdom of Ted land, who is God. Therefore, you're getting hit 60%. I'm hitting you another 30% currently for all that are still in any other church. If you're in a Christian church, or you're stuck, if I am second coming of Jesus and Jesus, yet God, and where there was a huge identity crisis, and this was problem, I'm hitting you if you're still in Christian churches. Any churches call themselves Christians, anything Muslim, anything else, anything idol worshiping, any other religion that is not Ted's religion, I'm hitting you another 30%. Therefore, you're getting hit 90% now, humans of earth. And this applies to all of your deceased relatives, all relatives that would have potentially been resurrected sometime during or after this coming. It hits them now too. Now, I was offering only a range of next life. It was 700 years optimal, and where you could earn additional in original heaven or original heaven or a heaven. I was offering a range of next life where I was offering maximum up to maximum down, offering maximum up to up, lowercase up, and then putting down, then in the middle, eternal death, or death forever, or death until end of time, eternal death, and then something down to hell well, I was saying Hades, something down to hell to something lower. This is what I was doing in put downs. Therefore, some to many of you are going to get minimum eternal death now, or put in something down to hell to something lower now. This is what happened. This is an official judgment. You have been caught in judgment. If you weren't Ted's religion enough, you've been caught in judgment. I don't believe in all this forgiveness. I don't believe in all these baptisms. I don't believe in all these rituals and different things you can do to be forgiven. I don't believe in all this praying for forgiveness and believing you were forgiven with false Holy Spirit, false Holy Ghost. I don't believe in all this forgiveness. I believe things add where things subtracted. Things add and things subtract. Things subtract, and you can try to add. You have to do enough for Ted. You have to do things for Ted. You have to do enough duty. Well, beyond duty, work, different things. I believe you have to add where things subtracted. You have to add where you subtracted. I rarely am currently giving forgiveness. I'm rarely currently forgiving. Forgiveness is difficult to obtain from Ted currently during judgment. We're in a millennial judgment. It's 1,000 years of judgment. Forgiveness currently is difficult to obtain. Therefore, you need to realize you've been caught in judgment. Many humans of earth, you've been caught in judgment. And how does Ted feel? Who cares? I really don't care about you much now. I really am quite upset to angry to furious to live to enrage. I really want to tell you, nearly all of you, who cares, humans of earth, even though I'm human? Who cares? I really don't care much about you now. Nearly all of you, who cares? I feel like, who cares? I don't care much about you. Who cares? You didn't care enough about Ted. You didn't do enough. You didn't transition enough countries and nations to be Ted's. Who cares? You didn't transition Ted loyal subjects and where he had land and real estate and property and enough people what were loyal subjects and subjects what were his to rule, the king. Who cares? Who cares about you? I don't care about you much now. You've been caught in judgment. You've been caught in judgment. And I almost want to laugh. It almost feels good. It actually does feel good. It feels satisfying. It feels gratifying. It feels good. It feels righteous. It feels right. I feel right doing this. I feel righteous doing this. I feel like this is definitely deserved. You're getting what you deserve. You're going to get what you deserve. You're getting what you deserve. If I had a gavel, I'd pound it down about now and tell you this is a final judgment. I'm not planning on, I can reverse judgments. I'm not planning on reversing this. This is a judgment, and this is a final judgment. The gavel is pounded down. I want to hit this table, I might damage a computer. But the gavel is pounded down, Ted's gavel, and this is a final judgment, humans of earth. Many of you were caught in this. You're getting caught. Many of these in different religions and in different churches, even in Christian churches, you've been caught, and you're not only getting eternal death, you're getting put into something down to hell to even something lower for maybe like 1,000 years in brain and body or longer. I don't believe in eternal hell or this currently, or eternal something down to hell to something lower, but a long time, 1,000 years, 6,000 years, 10,000 years, 30,000 years. You're going to really regret how much you messed with Ted now. You're going to regret how much you pounded against Ted. You're going to regret it. You're going to wake up like it's you're sleeping. All of a sudden you wake up and it's you. You're in a different brain and body. You're in a something down to hell to something lower brain and body, or you're in a dream state, or something else I can create, or I'm going to create, or I'm creating, or something else. You're going to regret it. And it's going to affect your deceased relatives and possibly even your family.